Yo, everybody, welcome back. More fan footage submitted by you guys, and back with Will. Welcome back, buddy.
Yeah, let's dive in.
We have an old one here. This is from 2021. This is fan of the channel, Chase. I met Chase at Intelligentsia this year. He has since upgraded, but this was 2021. Cat 3-4 Field, Mooresville, and rip and start here. Fast course, a lot of competition, a lot of interesting things going to happen. Will, what do you think we jump right in?
Yeah, let's look at it.
Okay, but first a quick message from the sponsor of this video, Garden. I've had this in my kitchen for about 3 months now. And what is it? It is an indoor garden. It's made very simple. You don't need any background in gardening experience. There's an app on the phone that automates the lighting schedule, the watering schedule. And let's take a look. So you can tell, first thing, there we have some missing pods. That's because we've been going through it. And what I really like about the garden is it allows us to try new recipes, use new herbs and fruits and vegetables, things we wouldn't normally use in recipes. Like this Thai basil right here is going off right now. It's so delicious. We made coconut soup with it, like a Thai coconut soup. And we have some other things here getting ready to harvest. We have jalapenos coming in, this dill for pickles or potatoes or whatever people use dill for. That's my point, is it forces you to try new things. And the last thing I really like about it is we're just going to continue on. We're just going to buy new pods. You just buy a new pod, pop it in. Like I said, the app takes care of pretty much everything else for you, the lighting schedule, the watering schedule. Even the fertilizer is pre-mixed. You put it in here. So I want to thank Garden one more time for sponsoring this video. If you're looking for that last-minute holiday gift idea, this is your ticket. Now back to the race. All right, Will, so our boy Chase here has how many teammates?
He's got a lot, like at least 5 teammates.
This is Apex Cycling Team, and these guys are going to have their work cut out for them because this is a big field. This is 53 starters. He mentioned in his submittal that the other big teams to look out for, Upland Brewing, Indie Bike, BOI, and I can see a break forming already. Am I seeing that right?
Yeah, off the front there's like a few guys just dangling off.
And that eventually comes together in a breakaway. But I think there's only like, what, 2 or maybe 3 in that lead group?
Yeah, it's a tiny group, and they're going to have their work cut out for them against this field.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, they do such a good job not panicking. I think there's a lot to be said for that. This is only the 3-4. These guys are new to racing. Like I said, Chase, a fan of the channel, I met him, had a good time with him and his wife in Chicago this year. He's now upgraded. But back here, like, this was when he first started racing, it appears. He's a Category 4. But they do such a good job, like, pulling it together as a team and using their numbers to their advantage. I don't know if they were thinking about this, Will, but I think it's a great strategy if there's a small break off the front this early on in a race to, like, chill and, like, don't panic, and get too eager to chase it back, because then you're going to have to deal with the next counterattack.
Yeah, if you've got numbers and you've got time, you can be patient.
And the reason this might be really good is because let's talk about their plan. Who's their sprinter? It's not Chase, right?
Yeah, they've got their sprinter Chris. He's a bigger guy, red helmet. He's on a blue bike. We'll see him a little bit later. Their goal is to bring him into the base of that finish hill with a good lead out.
So this is good. They had a plan coming into the race already. It's more than a lot of Cat 4s can say. They have a team. They have a director on the side of the road, which is hilarious, giving them instructions. And they're, like I said, they're doing a great job. And the reason why this, like, delayed kind of chill chase back is a good idea. If you have the horses, what this allows your sprinter to do is just, like, sit in and chill. If the race is predictable, this is a good thing for your sprinter. You want him to just have the easiest armchair ride, sitting in the draft, no sudden changes in pace, no big accelerations. And if there's a group of 2, I would just sit there and let them dangle, kind of like what they're doing now with 10, maybe 15 seconds off the front, knowing that, look, at any moment we could bring it back. So the plan would be, if this were me, if I was on Apex racing with Chase, I would do what they're doing, and I would just keep it controlled, rotate, share the load, and then this will give you the opportunity to chase it back in the last couple laps, and then also still have the firepower to make it really fast for your sprinter into the bottom of that hill. So really love what they're doing. They're demonstrating, and plus they're getting help from other teams. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, this is a great strategy. We use it all the time on Project Echelon, and it can pay off in dividends, saving your sprinter.
This, by the way, is potentially a mistake by these other teams.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to, if a team with the most riders like Apex here is demonstrating that they're willing to do the work, then like let them do the work. You know what I mean? Like, we bank on this all the time on Mike's bikes. There'll be moments when, you know, we've missed the break, sometimes by accident, sometimes on purpose, and we're at the front chasing back, and it's like other individuals will get on the front and help us with that, like in the rotations. It's like, awesome, appreciate the help. Like, we're not teammates,
we'll
but he'll take it. Yeah, that'll make us that much faster at the end. But anyway, they do end up bringing it back, and a little bit prematurely, but that leaves kind of this interesting situation where Chase is going to have to respond to this single rider. Let's see how he deals with it. Yeah, so it's all back together, like I said, and now Chase is kind of in this weird position. He's kind of boxed out, and he's just out here eating wind. And there's this single rider. This is not a teammate. This is not Apex. This is something that needs to be brought back, and now we're inside of 10Ks to go. So Chase, I think, is going to make the right decision here in a second, and he's going to be like, okay, yeah, there it is. He stands up. He's like, if I'm out here eating wind, I may as well get to the front and like do some work to chase that guy back, because not this one on the left. He's lapped. The one a little bit further in the road, down the road, because Chase is still thinking about team goals, right? Never lose focus on team goals, and he's thinking about his sprinter. This is a bro move. This is a teammate move, and he's gonna slowly drag it back. Again, no sudden changes in pace. This is looking good, Will. What do you think?
Yeah, this is awesome. This is a textbook weld.
Cat 3-4s, dude. These guys know what they're doing. Let's see if they can hold it together for the sprint finish. Let's fast forward. All right, so Chase to that guy back. Boom, got him. And now we're coming through, 1 lap to go, fields all together, everything according to plan. This is their sprinter, by the way, the guy on the left, 3-4-3, kind of stocky guy. Looks like a sprinter, right?
Yeah,
and
Chris.
Yeah, Chris. And they still have numbers here. I can see at least one other teammate here, 3-4-2 on the left. Time to organize. What do you think, Will?
Yeah, this is crunch time. You got a lap left. I would already want to be on the front.
Right. I wouldn't want to be in the grass. That's where I wouldn't want to be.
That is not ideal positioning at all.
He just put himself in harm's way, it looked like. He was just up against his teammate. He got a little spooked, went into the grass. At least he had an out. But, yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, you guys on Apex, I think there's still 5-6 of them. They should be on the front. Inside of 1K, they have the numbers to put themselves in a favorable position. I don't know why their sprinter. What's the strategy here, Will? Like, is this how many sweepers do you need? Is this the reverse lead out I've heard so much about?
I think this is just Cat 4 racing. Not perfectly aligned with each other's goals, and you can't find each other if it's this late in the race. So just controlling the chaos that they've been presented with.
Oh, they find another teammate up there. So Chris is looking for his teammate, going the long way around this dropped rider, or getting dropped rider. And oh man, it looks like now Chase has lost contact. Man, you know what? We were singing their praises. I like the inside line there by the sprinter. We were singing their praises up till this moment, but now it's 400 meters to go. And they're sketchy pedal clip there, and they're just not organized like they should be. Man, they did so well up until this point, but now they're just kind of sprinting each other, right? Like if they weren't wearing the same jersey, we would have no indication that they're teammates.
Yeah, and Sprinter had to stop pedaling right there. He's going to lose plenty of momentum, and then just can't find an escape to get to that finish line. If you're sprinting next to your sprinter, you know something's gone wrong.
Mistakes have been made, absolutely. And that's like my worst nightmare as a sprinter. Well, I guess things could get worse than getting boxed in, but getting boxed in with like 100 meters to go is terrible if you're a sprinter. So man, you know what? They did a great job. I would say that for Cat 4, the fact that they organized and held it together and executed beautifully for 90% of this race is more than most people can say. I wish they did the opposite, though, right? Like, I think they could have gotten away with mistakes for 90% of this race and then held it together for the final 10% because of the other teams that were kind of helping that chase effort early on. Unfortunately, they weren't able to hold it together. They weren't able to pull down the win, but I'm happy to say that, you know, in meeting Chase and his wife just a few months ago, things went well for him. He upgraded. He was racing in the 1-2 field, so looks like he ended up getting it sorted out. Chase, appreciate you, man. It was great meeting you, and thanks for submitting your footage. If you guys have footage, don't forget we have an uploader. I'm going to link it down in the description. It takes just a couple of minutes. And Will, as always, man, great having you on.
Until the next one.